Okay, Caleb is back. Caleb is a flat earther who has a distinctive look to him. He looks like he never blinks to a lot of us. Um, last time I heard anything really from him was about a year and a month ago at the end of the final experiment. He called in and talked to Dave McKeegan and MC Toon and a couple other people about what they saw down in Antarctica, and then kind of disappeared. I think he's gone on to a couple of debates, at least hosting his own debates. Flat Earth is kind of dying, especially on YouTube. It's like somebody's scaring them off YouTube. And they're going over to TikTok. But he's going to talk about lava and the Devil's Tower, which he's going to try to undermine geological theory.
Stop what you're doing right now. This video could change your entire life outlook. You know what lava looks like, right? Like, we know what lava looks like as it's hot. Runs kind of like a river finding its level. Do you think that lava would ever form sacred, geometrical shapes, like hexagonal shapes or anything? Seriously, just to make sure that nobody thinks that this is possible, that hexagonal shapes would be formed from volcanoes or lava, look at it when it's hardened. Look, like a black river or something. I've shown you what lava looks like cooled and hot from a volcano. And we're told that this was formed from a volcano. Yeah.
There are a couple different theories of how the Devil's Tower formed. One was that it is the core of a volcano and the outside rocks just eroded away. And that, or there was the theory that there was an ejection of rock from underneath and pushed the material up and created the magma chamber, and eventually the sedimentary rocks on top were washed away. This is called the lithoclath theory. And the culmination, like how there's a hexagonal shape happen, is because it's just cooling. As it cooled, the rocks pulled away from each other and just formed hexagons. It's happened in other places on the Earth. Why there's a difference between the magma and the lava on top. Magma is from underneath the ground, and lava is the stuff that comes up. It could have just been time. The stuff in underneath these Earth had time to cool off gradually, and the stuff on top is pouring and doesn't have that much time to cool off. So it could have just been time.
This is possible that hexagonal shapes would be formed from volcanoes or lava. Look at it when it's hardened. Look, like a black river or something. I've shown you what lava looks like cooled and hot from a volcano. And we're told that this was formed from a volcano. Yeah. Remember Avatar? The huge tree that was cut down? Might have been a little bit of reality mixed in with that science fiction, but look how level this is on top. And is this sawdust from... Now, before I start reprogramming your brain, look, it makes a lot more sense, man, than lava. Seriously, like springwood, summerwood, hexagonal shapes, like, you thought it was one example? No, these trees were all over. Look at this, yeah. Look at that. Would you look at that? More hexagonal. Look at that, look at the root system, like, coming. This guy owns this. He lives in a tree. This guy's gotta be insane energy. This guy's gonna live forever. Yeah. Yeah, like the roots. See the roots? You'll see the roots going up, and then the tree was cut down. Yeah, I don't know how big these things were. I have no idea. Pretty odd, like, formation. Like, completely level on the top. Maybe like it was cut down by a giant axe. Not seeing it? I don't know how you wouldn't. This is an axe. See? Easy to understand. The trees are just the beginning of the lies, though, if you're new here.
Okay, one of the things he's talking about here is argument ad absurdum, which is making silly claims about the argument, which aren't really part of the argument. And he keeps on going on and on about it. And another one is pareidolia. He sees patterns where they aren't. Like they see cells in these columns, they're not there. Cells are more complicated than just the shape. There's a lot there's a lot of components to a cell. So, so that's basically all his argument here. Okay, we're going to move on in a second here to his next few claims.
While I've got your attention, global warming is not real. The sea levels aren't rising, guys. The Earth is also flat. There's no convexity to the Earth. Railguns can hit targets 100 miles away. That's 6,666 feet of missing curvature, guys. That's a weird number. Sun moves. The moon moves. The stars move. But the Earth is completely stationary. Like, just look at flight path landing. Seriously. This was an emergency flight path landing. How did they land thousands of miles in Los Angeles quickly? Like, that would take like hours. But on a flat Earth map, probably flying right over it.
The thing about the X formation, rock formation, that can happen naturally. Rocks of different compositions can erode away and leave rocks of different compositions underneath and leave something that looks like something underneath. It's called pareidolia again. And for it to be balanced like that, that's actually quite not easy, but like their second year physics where they go through static loads and stuff, and that's explained through that. Okay, global warming is happening. Right now I'm in a Arctic freeze, or under an Arctic polar air vortex that is going through Canada, and this is because the energy of the atmosphere has been disturbed by more energy in the atmosphere in general because of global warming. Plus also during the summer my region had a drought, and then we're having a lot of rain because of there was a lot of moisture put in the air. So global warming is happening. The Earth is not flat. We've got pictures ad nauseum from the curves of the Earth and other evidence. He's been told all about this. The Earth does move around the sun, and the sun moves around the center of the galaxy, and the moon orbits around the Earth. They don't get the orbital mechanics of all of this, and so they don't really understand what's going on. So in general, he's a conspiracy theorist. He believes in conspiracy theories, and that's basically all he'll ever believe in. Okay, I hope everybody has a good day, and goodbye, and see you next time.